session one of the girls. The 200 meters next on track. That's the class, starting with the class 4 girls. That will be followed by the class 3, then 2 and 1 of course. Then the 800 meters, all classes, and we end the session 1 with the 400 meters. A wonderful day for track and field here at the Asheline Stadium, here at the Jamaica College grounds. And of course this is a J3A sanctioned qualification trial, dubbed 1.5. And of course there are 2 sessions here. Session 1 of course is currently underway, which features only girls. There will be sanitization after the break, and then we'll have session 2, which will be for the boys. Remind you as well that high jump is ongoing. We'll try to get you some information from there momentarily. The girls classes 3 and 4 currently underway. That will be followed by the classes 1 and 2 girls. So next on track, the 200 meters for class 4 girls, and the competitors already out there, so we'll get that underway momentarily. Reminding you, if you're hearing me, that you must maintain the required social distancing. Also ensure that you have your masks on and sanitize regularly. So please be reminded of those protocols for this meet today.
So you can see? I don't move.
So the 200 meters for class 4 girls on track. We'll have 4 sections. Section 1 on track. The listed competitors: lane 2, Garfilia Smith, Gainstead. Lane 3, Alicia Aspinall, Veer Technical. Lane 4, Rihanna Taylor, St. Catherine. Lane 5, Rihanna Lewis, Rhodes Hall. And lane 6, Tiana Reed, Hydell. Those are the listed competitors for section 1 of 4 of the girls class 4, 200 meters.
Let's hope it remains that way. No, not this year. Almost 2 years now.
So we're ready for the start of the class 4 girls 200 meters. Mr. Starter, it's over to you.
So now talk about whistle, I have a mic. I have a mic. I'm going to get the one for the Wi-Fi for the school. The school one. Yes, one. Yeah, man, that's a no, we're not. No, you. Hold it. Go to the back of which phone. Imagine if it's not wireless, they can pick up the... Who's the announcer? Oh! I see it's to remove the vehicle. I take it to the parking lot and find out the vehicle. No, type of vehicle? No. Some people know them like so. Those two. Toyota Hiace and Harrier. Yeah, which one is it? He just said, yeah. And Harrier.
Will the drivers of the following vehicles remove your cars now? 9229BY 6069JF, Toyota Hiace and a Toyota Harrier. If you're the drivers of those vehicles, please remove your vehicles now. Mr. Starter. Mr. Starter, please hold the race.
Is a new athlete, right? Call room. Good morning. Good morning. Also, who are the one a rapping them? Yes. Yeah, but when that means, yeah. Or a car room. Hello, good morning. A car room, right on the top here. To the exit. Correct, yes. No one is still available. For this is your number. I could send you some pictures on. Yeah. Who's supposed to help you? Will. Cool, I'll do that.
So section 1 of the class 4 girls, 200 meters on the way. Competitor 0165 of Hydel coming through here. 0417 in second. Seems to be Tierney Reed of Hydel. 25.89 her time. So 25.89 seconds for Tierney Reed of Hydel in section 1. Section 2 will be coming up momentarily.
No. Athletes, here it is. Exit through the gate there and walk around. Read! Read!
Read!
That's
Like that.
This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the COVID compliance officers wearing the yellow-sleeved band. We wish you a safe and a successful competition. This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while... This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the COVID compliance officers wearing the yellow-sleeved band. We wish you a safe and a successful competition.
oh, yeah. No, it's a walk on those cool. Yeah, where the finish line is, don't have one band. Ready? I don't know if you're ready. I suppose if you're ready.
Mr. Starter, you may go ahead.
George, any changes to the second one? Any change to the second one? Morning, morning. Artist. Odd pen. Odd pen. No, I'll see who in charge then.
So we go then for section 2. A good start here for the technical Stiano Oliver running out of lane number 1. On the outside also flying, that is Janice Dunkley of Hydel. So it's Oliver and Dunkley, the top two in the straightaway here. Oliver of Veer Technical and Dunkley of Hydel. As they come towards the line, it's Stiano Oliver of Veer Technical. She'll get the win. Problems on the outside for Hydel's Dunkley. St. Jago's or Veer Tech's McFarlane rather finishes in second. So a Veer Tech 1-2 in section 2. So 26.94 seconds for Oliver of Veer Technical, 28.26 for McFarlane also of Veer Technical, the top two in section 2. 25.89 was the winning time for Tiana Reid of Hydel in heat number 1. Heat 3 next on track. The listed competitors: Jada Irons, Hydel in lane 1. Lane 2, Shakia Reid, Kingston. Lane 3, Kimura Walters, Francourt. Lane 4, Michaela Longmore, Veer Technical. Lane 5, Melanie Hawes, Woods Hall. Lane 6, Satara Wyman, Staytown. Lane 7, Isabel Dodd Campion. And in lane 8, Leanna Nibbs, Mulgrave, section 3 of 4, class 4 girls, 200 meters. Mr. Starter, when you're ready, you can go ahead with section 3.
Not your fault, dear. Not you, so there. Hopefully no more distractions to the rest of the day, which is going to be impossible. But we'll see. You copy it? You should have copied that. You remember? You follow that? You see that? The only thing missing are the fans and probably more people under the table. Come inside.
Huh? You didn't realize I'm not 20 minutes.
Oh, come on.
Just tell me why. Nobody never tell me that.
That's why I'm here.
It's just so.
That's why I'm here.
So it's more than 4?
Tell me before when I tell her me to No, me need to know before.
That's why I tell you.
Mr. Starter, please hold. Mr. Starter, please hold. Mr. Starter, you can go ahead now.
But I need to know who. Who? That is important. Call me on the phone.
So section 3 on the way. This is the girls class 4 200 meters. Seems to be Michaela Longmore via technical. So Longmore via technical will come across the line to take section 3. And in second seems to be Satara Wyman of Steertown. So Longmore via technical takes section 3. And Wyman of Steertown in second. 27.10 the time for Longmore in section 3. 29.30 for Wyman in second. The fourth section comes up next. So Mr. Starter, just to advise you that we'll be sending over the additional blocks to you so that we can have the lane assignments as were noted before the meet commenced.
hearing him, not hearing him. So Barton not running?
Barton not running.
Cosmo, Barton not running? Is Barton running? She was originally in 6.
Yeah, you said Sutherland in a lane 6. So both the next girl not running. Barton not running. Check out Barton. Who else? Who else is not running?
Alright.
Who else?
Yeah, man. Oh boy.
Now they bring down.
Hmm?
I'm gonna bring down.
No,
then
check the lane.
Lane draws. Oh, I've got to say I use.
Yeah, Cosmo.
Update this.
Okay, no problem.
Pretty long time.
Go ahead. You may go ahead, Mr. Starter. So we will go down for section 4, girls class 4, 200 meters. So as they come into the home stretch, it's Kayla Marshall of Hydell who has the advantage here. So Marshall of Hydell on the inside from St. Mary. That's Chevelle Wilson. But the winner here is Marshall of Hydell. So Marshall of Hydell gets the win in section 4. .73. That's 27.73 seconds for Marshall of Hydell in section 4.
Class 3 or class 4, because we're going to try to figure out in Georgia after
Alright. Monroe and Alliance. Personal Alliance is not here.
Okay, so we're using 1 to 7 for the seat.
So class 3 girls next on track, 200 meters. So 4 sections to come. Mr. Starter, whenever you're ready, you may go ahead with section 1. While the starter gets things organized across there, the lane assignments quickly. Chamonix Hazel Hydel in 1. Rihanna McLean Mishet High in lane 2. Latrivia Foster Mulgrove in 3. DeAndre Harris of Veer Technical is in lane 4. Lane 5 is Michaela Fullerton of Benthill. And lane 6 is Santana Monroe of Rhodes Hall. Mr. Starter, you may go ahead. So we will go then for section 1. Good start for DeAndre Harris of Veer Technical. Lintel Technical's Michaela Fullerton also going well, and on the inside is Chamonix Hazel of Hydel. So Hazel of Hydel may have just gotten there ahead of DeAndre Harris of Veer Technical. So Hydel and Veer Technical looking good so far this morning. 29.81 the time for Hazel. Harris 29.88 of Veer Technical. And Fullerton 30.15 in third.
Yeah, cousin. Okay, all right. All right, cool. Ladies at the finish line, when they actually go across the line, just have them go through that gate. Down there to that one and go around. All right? Understand? So section 2 go. Wingage.
So Heat 2 coming up next. Class 3 girls, 200 meters.
So log is not here. Lane 7 is not here. And it's a grand. Grand from lane 7. So it's supposed to have it's supposed to have everybody else. Grand, Wilson, Gale, and Emily. Wilson, Gale, Grant, and Emily. Alright. So Wilson, Gale, Grant, and Emily. Alright.
So on track section 2, lane assignments quickly. Lane 1, Brianna Wilson, Veer Technical. Lane 5 is Kendra Gale, Mona High. Lane 6, Sasha Shunter Hemmings of Hydel. And lane 8 is Aria Grant of Veer Technical. Mr. Starter. Mr. Starter, it's over to you.
quiet day for track and field.
Mr. Starter, it's over to you. So where we go then for section 2. 5 competitors in this one. So as they turn into the straightaways, it's Brianna Wilson of Veer Technical who has the early advantage. Hemmings of Hydel also trying to come back in this. It's Wilson of Veer Tech and Hemmings very close at the line. May just be Wilson of Veer Tech ahead of Sasha Shanta Hemmings of Hydel.
Cameraman.
26, that's 26.07 seconds for Wilson, 26.16 for Hemmings of Hydel. So 26.07 for Wilson of Veer Technical and 20.16 for Hemmings of Hydel, the top 2 positions in section 2. So section 3 coming up. This of course the girls class 3 200 meters. Reminding you again that the 200 meters will be followed by the 800 meters, and then we end the session 1, which is for girls, with the 400 meters. The 400 meter hurdles went earlier. Gabriel White of Hydel taking the event. 1 minute 00.02 seconds her time. 4 competitors from Hydel occupying the top 4 positions in that 400 meter hurdles event earlier. Gabriel White, Anika Makanoff, Dana Dyer and Michaela Vassel, all of Hydel in the girls open 400 meter hurdles. So section 3 coming up next, class 3 girls 200 meters.
Any changes for 3? Any changes? Any changes?
Hello. Well, the Mona girl running at the race a while ago. What is her number? 5 of them run.
I'm going from the master.
Hey, hold on, man.
Mr. Starter, please hold.
Alright, what the change of another?
So section 3 on the way here.
Wind up on the
This is class 3 girls 200 meters.
84 in a lane 3. That's the only one. Alright, not lane 2.
Seems to be Chloe Palmer of Veer Technical with the win, ahead of Amelia Green of Hydel.
Tell them who the next race, yeah? Alright, yes sir. We're not done. Who you say now?
Ladies, please walk that side through the gate. Please remember to tell them.
That side, ladies. Hello. That side, that side. Right.
Should be in high jump. Any changes after the last one?
Yes, sir. Valerie and Robert.
So 25.77 seconds for Palmer View Technical taking section 3 ahead of Green of Hydel 26.80. So based on my calculations, that's the fastest time so far, 25.77, courtesy of Palmer View Technical in section 3. Section 4 comes up next.
Ready now, Rosie. 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 Yeah, I'm ready for you now. Johnson playing.
Then 6 Johnson.
What is our number?
And school.
Johnson. What is our number? 492.
School.
Moshe.
Moshe.
Moshe does that? Yeah, Moshe.
Aquasia Johnson.
That's it? 10, 7, and 2.
Okay.
Alright, you can go there.
So section 4 on track. Quickly, the lane assignments: lane 1, Daniel Campbell Wilmers; lane 3, Angelin Ferguson Mona; lane 4, Jordan Daly Hydel; lane 5, Kishona Francis St. Catherine; lane 6, Christian Johnson Mushet; and well, that rounds out the competitors for section 4. Mr. Starter.
Oh, yes. These spectators scattered around the ground.
So a clean start here, a good start for St. Catherine's Francis in lane 5. Also going well is Jody and Daly of Hydel. So it's actually Daly of Hydel with the advantage. Next best is Daniel Campbell of Wilmers. There's no catching Daly today. Let's see the time for her as she comes across the line. So Daly of Hydel gets the win. 25.54 the time. That's 25.54 seconds for Daly of Hydel. Ferguson 26.80 of Mona in second. Your top two for section 4, 25.54, the fastest time recorded so far in the girls class 3 200 meters. That will do it then for the class 3 girls. The class 2 girls 200 meters comes up next. So please listen to the following public service announcement.
This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the COVID compliance officers wearing the yellow-sleeved band. We wish you a safe and a successful competition.
Right, so be advised of those protocols that are necessary for today's staging of this meet.
Turn towards you. Ready? Hold on then. You mean turn directly to you.
Any changes? Are there any changes? So them are wave to wave.
Oh,
Any changes?
I think it's only the one box that have it.
Any changes?
Alright, cool.
Any changes?
The box can turn side forward and start. So they're not here.
So do we need it next time or just try the length? The problem with the teacher already. When you reach up to the corner.
Any changes, George?
Right now, the road's in ready for me. Yeah. So take out Macaulay is not here. What is Macaulay? From there.
Which lane?
Lane
Lane 7.
But she's in a lane E2. E2, she's in a Rosie. You see them, they are put in. 437, yes, that's 436.
I need a mark enough. Finally, some names on the family.
So we can go with lane 1 to 6 then. Alright, tell them so we're ready.
Lane 1 to 6?
So section 1 of the girls class 2 200 meters on track. Quickly the lane assignments, lane 1 and Enrica Sinclair Tech, lane 2 Dejani K to Port Antonio, lane 3 Miranda Thomas Michette, lane 4 Lana Reed Hydel, lane 5 Michaela Coombs Excelsior, lane 6 Dana Thompson of St. Mary High. Mr. Starter, it's over to you.
So this one should be Alana Wills. Alana, you know, second line classroom. What are the second line classroom?
So away they go then. Reed with the red headband gets a brilliant start on the inside, also flying. seems to be Sinclair of their technical. So as they turn into the straightaway now, it's Reed going well. Thompson also in the mix as well. So Reed of Hydell cruising at the moment. Sinclair of their technical on the inside trying to stay with her. So to Thompson of St. Mary High, but Alana Reed is comfortably across the line ahead. A good run from her as we wait the time for section 1 of the girls class 2, 200 meters. 24.25 for Alana Reed. That's 24.25 for Reed of Hydell. Coombs 25.34 in second. And Coombs, of course, of Excelsior. So that's the top two from section 1, 25.79 for third. That's Sinclair of their technical. We're trying to get the wind speed for section 1 to you shortly.
Wind speed! What she's saying is we're in section 1, we'll do an engine one. Negative, you can see that? Negative, that's 1.3.
So that is negative 1.3 meters per second the wind speed. Negative 1.3 meters per second the wind speed for heat 1, 24.25 for Reed of Hydell.
Yes, sorry about that. You're saying that, no man, she was just reminding me it's section 1 overall, but with respect to the heats. So if you're in class 4, yeah. Okay. No, she was just saying that okay, no problem. Thanks. Lean. Lane 5. So smelly lane 5. Alright, cool.
So section 2 on track now. The lane assignments quickly. So Shauna Uri Clancarthy runs out of lane number 1. Lane 3, Shantae Price in Mary High. Lane 4 is Tatiana McFarlane of their technical. Lane 5 is Abigail Smelly of Glengath. Lane 6 is Rochelle Glasgow of Ferncourt, and lane 7 Ravel Gashine of Port Antonio. Mr. Starter.
Lane 5 it is so smelly, right?
Mr. Starter, it's over to you. So here they go then for section 2. Good start for St. Mary High's Shantae Price in lane number 3. Closely bunched here as they come into the straightaway. Price of St. Mary High with a little advantage in the center of the track though. Seems to be Glasgow. Smelly of Glengoff also in the mix. And it may be Smelly who gets the win. Ahead of St. Mary High's Price. So 25.84 for Smelly of Glengoff. And Price in second. of St. Mary High, 26.07. So 25.84 for Smelly, 26.07 for Price. Heat 3 next on track.
Any changes?
So it's one lane 1 to 7. So it's Myers, Baker, Hall, Lucan, O'Connor, Barrett, McAdam. Alright, Donald. You get that, Donald? So it's Myers, Hall, Lucan, Baker, O'Connor, Barrett, McAdam.
Which names are those?
Lane 1 to 7 in the order. Myers, Shania Myers was ideal. So lane 1. Hall for lane 2. Lucan for 3. Baker, Alia Baker. So lane 4 now. Lane 5 O'Connor. Lane 6 Barrett. Lane 7 McAdam. Ready when you are.
Mr. Starter, you may go ahead. Mr. Starter, it's over to you.
Myers is who again? Which school again? Heidelberg.
So away they go then for the third heat of the girls class 2 200 meters. So Nika Makanoff, no stranger to the track here of Heidel in lane 7 with the advantage. Her teammate also flying in the center of the track. That's Baker. Makanoff gets the window. It's Heidel 1, 2, 3 with Myers on the inside coming through as well. So it's Makanoff, Baker and Myers, the top 3. 24.44 for Mackinac, 25.39 for Baker, and 25.99 for Myers, all from Hydel. And the wind speed,
Again. Five.
Negative 0. 6. Two fingers over the phone.
so negative 0.7 meters per second, that's negative 0.7 meters per second, the wind speed for the final section of the Class 2 girls, 200 meters. So the fastest time recorded would have been 24.25 by Alana Reed in Section 1. Her teammate 24.44 in Section 3. Anika McAnuff, the second fastest overall. So that will do it for the Class 3 girls. The Class 1 ladies are next on track.
Dana, forget about me again. Well, it look like we're not going to make the girl and walk fast, just as the Ministry of Health walking. No, man, they have to figure that way now, because if the Ministry walking at the same time that they're going that way, we're not keeping on it. Because they have to exit and enter the same place.
We can't go there, so it's 10 rules to tell them to.
Alright.
Yeah, so when them come on the finish line, go right. Right to the right. I can probably even make an announcement as well, so I'm good at announcement and then say this.
So athletes, just reminding you that once you have completed your event on the track, that you should exit the stadium to the right. There's a gate at the right by the finish line. That's where you should exit. You should not return to the competition start area on the field. So again, athletes, once you have completed your event on the track, please exit to the gate at the right at the finish line area. That's where you should exit and return to your designated areas. Again, we're going to be playing a public service announcement that is necessary here for this meet.
This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the COVID compliance officers wearing the yellow-sleeved band. We wish you a safe and a successful competition.
Alright, so again, please make note of those announcements. Again, athletes, once you have completed your event on the track, you should exit at the gate by the right of the finish line area. You should not go on the field and return to where the start area is.
Cosmo! Cosmo! A very good question was asked earlier. Yeah. The athletes that would have left their shoes at the start here, how do you handle that? Because I guess that's why they were walking back towards where they started.
Oh, I never saw them using shoes now. I was out there, I never seen it.
So they'll come
I let them come over. Because I did look, if that center body back. Yeah. Oh, sorry. When they hit a machine for it, so they're asking me to move it back. Blue. Under the chair. Same on the track. On the track on the blue. Yeah. So, up there, I don't see where my assumption is that they are just coming over. They're already changed. Okay. I don't know what they might have in the water wash now. I don't know because I think this here are here.
Alright.
Also want to say a big thank you to the sanitization team on location from JAAA. So big thank you to the sanitization personnel who are on hand to ensure clean operations here at this J3 sponsored qualification meet. Of course, it's meet 1.5. Several other meets on today. GC Foster College, St. Elizabeth Technical High, UWI. And the National Stadium will come abuzz later on as well with the seniors. That starts at 3 o'clock. And just to remind you as well that you can get the results at the J3's website. That's trackandfieldjm.com. So if you need to follow the results of this meet as well as the others ongoing, you may visit the J3's website at trackandfieldjm.com. Mr. Starter, it's over to you.
No changes in the result? Good.
Alright, so while we wait for the commencement of that first section of the girls class 1 200 meters, let's give you some results in the meantime. The top 3 from the class 4 girls 200 meters. Tiana Reed Heidel, 25.90 seconds. Second, Tiana Oliver Via Technical, 26.94. And third, Michaela Longmore Via Technical, 27.11. The top 3 for the girls class 4 200 meters.
Yeah, them no runners. Class 3 girls now upload as it. Zayda? Class 3 girls now update as it. Class 2.
So the class 2 girls top 3. So after the end of the 200 meters for class 2 girls, the overall winner, Lionel Reed Heidel, 24.26 seconds. Second, Anika McAnuff also of Heidel, 24.45 seconds. Third, Michaela Coombs Excelsior, 25.34. Fourth, Alia Baker Heidel, 25.40. Fifth, Annalika Sinclair of Via Technical, 25.80. Sixth, Dana Thompson, St. Mary High, 25.85. The same time given to Abigail Smelly of Glengoff. And in 8th, Chanel Mars Heidel, 26.00 seconds. So that's the official results for the class 2 girls 200 meters. Again, the winner, Alana Reed Heidel, 24.26.
So early.
Not here. Not even. There's no profit. Why we wait for the screen about the thing there then in the meantime now?
So just reminding you that after the completion of the 200 meters, we'll have the 800 meters for girls, and then we end with the 400 meters for session 1. Of course, you'll be advised that session 1 is for girls, and session 2, which will start later on this afternoon, will be for the boys. In the meantime, we'll play a public service announcement from the J3As.
This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the COVID compliance officers wearing the yellow-sleeved band. We wish you a safe and a successful competition.
Seems to be Gary White of Hydell getting across the line first. .24.96 for White of Hydell. Reminding athletes to exit the field at the gate to the right of the finish line. Linton 25.40 in second. So it's Heidel 1-2, Gabriel White, then Makeda Linton. It's Makeda Linton rather.
Just a top two. Top two.
So 24.97 for Gabriel White of Heidel. Chalking up her second win so far of the morning, where she won the 400 meter hurdles earlier. Linton also of Heidel 25.41 in second. This is section 1. The second and final section comes up next.
$800. 24.97. Yep. And look very good. I think she could have gone below the 1 minute. Take over from someone on Charity.
So section 2 coming up next.
No changes in two, right?
So the listed competitors in lane number 4, Annalie Robinson Vertec. Lane 2, Giselle Clayton Heidel. Lane 6, that's lane 4, Robinson Vertec. 5, Giselle Clayton Heidel. 6, Atina Rayson Vertec. And in lane 7, Shanice Walker of Heidel.
Yeah, man. Why did coach bring the young lady back onto the place and we're telling them must walk or so?
Go ahead, Mr. Starter. Go ahead, Mr. Starter. So here they go then for the final section of the Class 1 girls 200 meters. A good start here for Giselle Clayton in lane 5 of Heidel. She lead the field into the straightaway. Walker also going well on the outside. And then the veer pair of Robinson and Rayson. It's Walker of Heidel on the outside. Walker will get the win. And in second will be Robinson of Veer Technical. So 24.91 for Walker of Heidel, 25.16 for Robinson of Veer Technical. So 24.91, the fastest time recorded here, courtesy of Shanice Walker of Heidel. Her teammate Gabriel White in section 1 would have gotten 24.97 for the second fastest time after the completion of the two sections. We'll give you the official results momentarily. So that does it for the 200 meters for girls. The next event you will see on the track will be the 800 meters, starting with the Class 3 girls. again, Henry St. Catherine, 2 minutes 17.71, and Freight of Air Technical, 2 minutes 19.85. Heat number 2 is next on track.
Any changes?
I'm waiting on the changes.
So, heat number 2 on track now. Lane 1 is Sashika Palmer Mushat. Lane 2, Abigail Campbell Ferncourt. Lane 3, Chanel Powell Via Technical. Lane 4, Hadrian Headley St. Catherine. Lane 5 is Latanya Johnson Via Tech. 6 is Denise Green St. Catherine. Lane 7, Gabriel Smith Via Technical. And lane 8 is Fedrian Harris of Dint Hill. So where they go then for section 2, that's heat 2 of the girls class 3, 800 meters. Powell of Via Technical has gone out fast. Abigail Campbell of Ferncourt now in the lead, followed by Akelia Wilson. Followed by Denise Green of St. Catherine. So Campbell of Ferncourt, Green of St. Catherine, your top 2 at the moment. So 400 meters to go. Powell of Via Technical now goes to the front. So the lead has changed again. So it seems to be Johnson of Via Technical. That's Latanya Johnson of Via Technical with the lead. Her teammate behind her, that's Gabriel Smith. Latanya Johnson Viatech, 2 minutes 20.62 seconds. And second, Abigail Campbell Ferncourt High, 2 minutes 21.98. The Class 2 girls are next on track. Just one heat to go in this girls 800 meters for Class 2 girls.
Rosie,
Yep, there are definitely changes. Because I have a Vertec in the race, but not seeing her on this.
Rosie.
440. Oh, one run off a person. Oh.
So off they go then for the girls Class 2 800 meters, one heat in this one. Daniel King of Hydel has gone out quite fast. Sean Waters of St. Mary High moves into second. Behind them is Serena Douglas of St. Catherine. So Daniel King of Hydel continues to hold the lead here. A chasing pack behind her, but a comfortable gap at the moment with just about 500 meters to go. Girls Class 2 800 meters. King of Hydel looking to reign supreme here. Douglas of St. Catherine and Waters of St. Mary High shoulder to shoulder in second. And then they're followed by Kadeen Johnson of Staytown. So under 400 meters left in this girls Class 2 800 meters. So King continues to hold sway here as they go to the backstretch once more. King leads. Douglas now moves into second with Walters of Mary High into third. Now coming forward from Ferncourt. Rather Port Antonio, that's Chanel Clark Giddings. So under 200 meters to go, King. Her lead cut significantly here, courtesy of Serena Douglas of St. Catherine. Clark Giddings of Port Antonio moves into third. So as they turn for home, a neck-and-neck battle ensues here. King of Hydel. It's a three-way battle with Walters making it a four-way battle now. It's King being caught by Douglas. Walters on the outside for St. Mary High, also traveling fast. Douglas moves forward. Walters responds. It's Walters of St. Mary High who's going to get the win. Douglas hangs on for second. And Clark Giddings of Port Antonio in third. And King of Hydel has to settle for fourth. Good running there in the girls Class 2 800 meters. As Shane Waters of St. Mary High, your victor, ahead of Douglas of St. Catherine. Remind you again that you exit the track by the gate to the right of the finish line. 2:19.96, that's 2:19.96 for Waters, and 2:20.92 for Douglas. The top two times, 2:22.97 for Clark Giddings. So remind you of the times once more. The winner, Shawnee Waters of St. Mary High, 2 minutes 19.96 seconds. Serena Douglas St. Catherine in second, 2 minutes 20.97 seconds. And third, is Chanel Clark Giddings of Port Antonio High, 2 minutes 22.97. That does it for the Class 2 girls 800 meters. The Class 1 girls 800 meters comes up next.
Who present? Who is present? Christian Promo. Christian Promo and Shanda Foster. Was are the only two?
So just two competitors left to come in the Class 1 girls 800 meters. Lane 2, Christian Plummer, very technical. And lane 5, Sean Da Costa Heidel. Comes across now to finish. That does it for the girls. Should start in another Jamaica College. The winner turn to their faces. So again, please ensure that the masks are worn. And also there is a sanitization station at the exit point by the finish line area. So ensure that you sanitize before exiting. So remind you again that once you enter, there are sanitization areas there for the athletes, as well as when you exit the competition area, there's another sanitization station at the point at which you should exit the track. So please bear that in mind. Again, we are going to be playing a public service announcement from the J3s, and of course all teams should be aware of this at this point.
This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the COVID compliance officers wearing the yellow-sleeved band. We wish you a safe and a successful competition.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, reminding you that session 1, which is for the girls, will be ending with the 400 meters, which will be commencing shortly. The men's section should be commencing at 1:30 p.m. And of course, it will be a similar order: 400 meters, 200 meters, 800 meters, and we end with the 400 meters. Of course, high jump will also be on the cards for the boys when they get here as well. The girls also on the way. The class 3 and class 4 would have gone. The class 2 and class 1 are the events now, or the sections now ongoing by the high jump area. So on track now is the Class 3 girls 400 meters. So there are now 3 sections in total. Heats 1 and 2, they have been merged. The revised lane assignments as follows. Lane 1, Alia Mullings Heidel. Lane 2, Akela Wilson, Clarendon College. Lane 3 is Hadriana Headley, St. Catherine. That's Hadriana Headley, St. Catherine. Lane 4, Angolan Ferguson Mona. Lane 5, Latanya Johnson via technical. Lane 6, Tanika Lungring via technical. Lane 7, Kayla Emily Harris Excelsior. And in lane 8, from Heidel, is Sasha Shunter Hemmings. Athletes, please be reminded that once you have completed your races, that there's a sanitization station at the exit of the track to the right. That is also where you should exit the track once your event has been completed. Again, competitors, please make note of the sanitization station at the exit of the track. So once you have completed your race, that is where you should go to sanitize and then exit the competition area.
That's all I'm stuck right there. So.
We don't have blocks, we don't have blocks, brother.
You want to see right here, son? See if you can reach it.
Check. I'll have to use it from here. Check, mic check. Hear me? Lane 7, can you hear me? Lane 7, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. Bobsy, give me some clearance. Give me some clearance. Stand behind your blocks. He needs a test. He needs a test. Test. Yes. Goes off now. So we can set it back now. See if we can zero back the clock. See if we can zero back the clock.
Ready.
On your marks. On your marks.
The first heat of the car with the early lead in this one, and it seems to be Latanya Johnson of Rowe with his head let the win for Veer Technical. Her teammate will be second, that's Lundgren, and third is Heidel's Alia Mullings. Reminding the athletes, once you have completed your race, to go by the sanitization station at the exit of the track, and that is also where you leave the competition area. Again, competitors, once you have finished your race, you exit the track by the gate to the right of the finish line. There's also a sanitization station there, which you should sanitize at. So 58.10 for Johnson and 59.09 for Lundgren, both from Veer Technical. That's 58.10 for Johnson, 59.09 for Lundgren, and Mullings 59.80. We're once again reminding all athletes that once you finish your races, your masks must go back on your faces. Also ensure that you re-sanitize at the sanitization stations as well.
In 7, Adrian Harris.
Ready. No, I'm not.
On your marks.
So the second heat. And Smith, once you have completed your race, that you exit the track by the gate to the right of the finish line area, and also to ensure that you re-sanitize and put your masks over your faces.
Huh? Stand behind your blocks. On your marks. Set. Stand up. On your marks. Set.
That's lane 2. Jody and Dick at the moment. Michaela.
On your marks.
Three competitors in Heat 1. Dejanique Cato of Port Antonio. So near the 200-meter mark, it's Coombs of Excelsior, just ahead of Jody and Reed of Via Technical College grounds. So Excelsior's Michaela Coombs holds the advantage, finishing strongly is Dejanique Cato of Port Antonio. So Excelsior's Michaela Coombs wins it. Cato comes through for second, just ahead of Vertex, Jody and Reed.
Upsy. Upsy. Upsy.
Coombs. So Michaela Coombs' time is 59.44 seconds. 1 minute 01.27 for Port Antonio's Dejanique Cato. And Reed, 1 minute 02.38. That's Jordan Reed of Vertech in third.
Don't touch it, young lady. Don't touch it. In 3, don't touch your stuff yet. Do lane 3 for me, please.
Let me move on to
You get the song?
the
Yeah.
On your marks. Set.
So the girls class